In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. But sometimes, the war is not against ideology or conquest. Sometimes, the enemy doesn't want your land, your faith, or your surrender. It wants your flesh, your bones, your biomass. This is the origin story of the Tyranids, the devourers from beyond the stars. And the truth is, no one really knows where they come from. But we've got theories. First, let's lay down the official lore. The Tyranids are not from the galaxy. They're not demons, mutants, or some rogue Xenos race. They are a hyper-evolved, spacefaring swarm, an entire ecosystem of bioengineered organisms. And they came from the void between galaxies. Their first major contact with the Imperium was in the 41st millennium, when Hive fleet Behemoth slammed into the eastern fringe and devoured the planet Tyran, hence the name Tyranids. But here's where it gets interesting. That was only the first wave. Since then, we've seen multiple Hive fleets, all arriving from different directions, as if the galaxy is being encircled. Hive Fleet Kraken came from the galactic east, using a multi-pronged infiltration pattern. Hive Fleet Leviathan? It came from beneath the galactic plane, a direction no one thought an invasion was even possible. Later fleets like Gorgon, Jormungandr, and Kronos each came from new angles, new strategies. This isn't a single mass. It's a coordinated assault, likely part of a much larger swarm still beyond the galaxy's edge. And there's more. Scattered evidence suggests that Tyranids were infiltrating the galaxy long before Hive Fleet Behemoth ever showed up. Creatures like the Catachan Devil or the Fenrisian Kraken might be Tyranid bioforms left behind by ancient Vanguard organisms, millennia before the main fleets arrived. There's even a crashed bioship that was discovered and dated to the 34th millennium, 7,000 years before Behemoth made landfall. All signs point to one thing. They've been watching, waiting, and now they're here. Let's talk about why the Tyranids came. One popular theory ties it back to the Pharaohs. During the Horus Heresy, an ancient alien beacon on the world of Sotha was overloaded. This event sent a massive psychic signal across the galaxy, and possibly even beyond it. That flare might have been what caught the Tyranids' attention. To them, it was a dinner bell. Another major signal, the Astronomicon, the Emperor's psychic lighthouse, beaming across the stars. A blazing psychic presence. To us, a guide. To the Tyranids, possibly a feast waiting to happen. Either way, something told them. This galaxy is full of life, and it's ripe for consumption. So where did they really come from? Here's the truth. Games Workshop has never told us exactly where the Tyranids come from, and that's created a swirling mass of fan theories, some grounded in lore, others just pure cosmic horror. Theory 1. The apex predators. The most straightforward idea? The Tyranids are the apex predators of their original galaxy. They devoured everything, all life, all competition. And now they've moved on to the next one, like locusts, leaping from one field to another. The galaxy is just a stop on their endless, inevitable feeding cycle. Theory 2. They're running. But what if they're not hunting? What if they're running? There's speculation that something worse exists out there in the intergalactic void, something that even the Tyranids can't fight. And the Hive fleets, they're fleeing it. Fleeing and eating everything in their path to survive. Theory 3. The Old One's final weapon. Another fan-favorite theory. The Old Ones created the Tyranids. The same godlike beings that engineered the Eldar and the Orcs might have made the Tyranids as their ultimate weapon. something to end the Necrons and the Catan once and for all. But there's a problem. The Old Ones created species with culture, emotion, even free will. The Tyranids have none of that. Just a hive mind, just hunger. If the Old Ones made them, it would have been their darkest, most destructive creation. Theory 4. Natural evolution gone wrong. Lastly, maybe the Tyranids are a product of natural evolution in a galaxy that went very, very wrong. Some alien world, some forgotten ecosystem evolved into a single interconnected hive species. Over time, it consumed its own world, then its star system, then spread. It's possible, but many fans argue a species that eats everything it touches doesn't survive. Even the Necrons are scared. The Silent King, Zarek, met the Tyranids in the Void during his exile. He saw what they were, and that's why he came back, to rally the Necron dynasties against this new enemy. Because if the Tyranids eat all life, there's no biomass left for the Necrons to harvest souls from. Nothing to enslave, nothing to rule, even the most ancient empires fear them. So where do the Tyranids come from? Another galaxy? A dying star system? A forgotten war fought in the dark before history? We don't know. And honestly, that's perfect, because the Tyranids represent something more than just a villain faction. They are the unknown, the unknowable, the reminder that even in a galaxy of gods, demons, and ancient superweapons, there are still worse things waiting in the dark. If you enjoyed this dive into Warhammer 40,000 lore, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what do you think the Tyranids really are? Do you have your own theory? Or do you think some horrors are better left unexplained? Until next time, beware the void. Beware the hive mind.